7:38, time to focus in on business now. Cutbacks in the energy sector, curtailing spending. Business editor Mike Eppel joining us. Mike, lots of budgets are being changed right now.
Yeah, and it's a fallout result from the energy price slump, Ted, because let's face it, the price for oil is still well below that $50 per barrel mark on WTI crude. It's even lower for the Western Canadian Select price. But this morning in the second quarter earnings updates from Suncor, Penwest Petroleum, Cenovus, you name it, the companies reporting are all cutting their capital expenditure plans. Cenovus, for example, says they're going to cut between 300 to 400 jobs in the second half. They're cutting the quarterly dividend 40% and cutting the capital expenditure budget as well. Suncor, interestingly, said that it's raising its dividend slightly and restarting a stock buyback. Its earnings were okay as it saw some asset revaluations and some debts reevaluated as well, but its operating earnings were down year over year. So these companies all battening down the hatches, so to speak, for a prolonged slump, which is the expectation in the energy sector right now. Royal Dutch Shell out of Europe this morning announced 6,500 job cuts globally, a second round of cutbacks there. Numbers in from Facebook, the social network just seeing exponential growth in its second quarter as it came close to 1.5 billion users worldwide. Its revenue hit $4 billion for the first time ever, up 30% plus. Lots of people looking at Facebook on these devices. In fact, the average Facebook user is on daily for 46 minutes. That is quite a remarkable number when you think of it, and the amount of advertising that could theoretically be generated from that. But it is sort of the anti-Twitter. Yesterday, I remember Twitter said that their subscriber growth numbers pretty much flat. Facebook continues to march higher. And the shares, interestingly enough, down a little bit in early trading activity this morning. Bombardier's earnings down 19% year over year. The aerospace company, which has seen its struggles this year, specifically from a stock price which is continuing to retreat this morning, saying it is delaying the launch of its newest Global Express business jets to sometime in 2018, 2 years later than first thought. The C-Series, which is much delayed, should be in operation by the first half of next year. Investors taking the stock, though, down in the early going so far this morning. Incidentally, the U.S. economy grew 2.3% in the second quarter, and more signals that the central bank stateside could raise interest rates mid-September. We're watching that closely. Ted, back to you.
All right, good stuff. Thank you, Mike. That's our business editor, Mike Eppel, reporting this morning. You can hear Mike on 660 News at 26 and 56 after the hour.
BT's Market Report is brought to you by 660 News.